The IPI Congress went into full gear today, with discussions involving many media executives and journalism experts.
The journalist organizations in Nigeria should have a sense of solidarity with each other. Yes, they compete for audience, they compete for stories, but they should be fighting together for freedom of the press, for the viability of the press, for appreciation of the press, and getting allies in the public. And how do you get those alliances with the public? Do good work, show your work, have work that has impact and is important for people's lives. That's how you get followers. And gradually, over time, your country will be in the race for #1 in press freedom.
We cannot and we should not be purporting to be doing journalism in the name of democracy outside of our institutions, while inside we are run like dictatorships. And this is why it's important for the most junior reporter in a news organization to be able to ask questions of the most senior person in that organization. And that is something I think that needs to be infused within the makeup of every broadcaster, every publisher on this continent.
We have a major contest taking place right now. The Chinese have come into English media, setting up all around Africa, telling stories from the Chinese perspective, state-funded. The French are all over the place with France 24, telling stories from the French perspective, backed by AFP TV, giving you all the Macron angles. Of course, there's the BBC. Erdogan has come with TRT, going global, trying to push a Turkish agenda in global news. The Saudis are doing exactly the same thing in the battle between they and Qatar, and the Iranians with their press TV. So around the globe, there's a battle for the hearts, the minds, and the soul. What is the line, therefore, between propaganda and journalism?
Yes, it is true that propagandists and fake news purveyors have hijacked the news agenda from us. But on the other hand, there are things that only we journalists could do, which is what? To scrutinize people in power. And second, which is more important, and which I think sometimes we fail to appreciate, is the fact that journalists are there when news happens. State propagandists are not there. When we're there and then we that's when breaking news matters in terms of shaping editorial agenda. Look.
About 2 months ago, we were in Accra for a conference organized by the UNESCO and with participation from many other media organizations. And there, the people from Ghana were very proud, especially the Minister of Information and the President himself, who actually came and gave a speech there, that Ghana got in the rating for freedom of the media #1. It used to be South Africa. And we applauded, of course, very warmly. That's a great thing. Then the South African lady came in to talk, and she said, I know you did it this year, but we are going to get it back from you next year. Okay. And at the end, when I had the chance to talk, I said, this is one of the greatest competitions. Who is going to be the first next year? And we will ask Nigeria to get into the race and get the first rate in Africa.
Day 2 of the IPI Congress is smooth sailing. Lots of dialogue is taking place covering propaganda in journalism, political transitions and democratic change in Africa, covering elections and overall how to carry out good journalism. Coming up later is a dinner gala and award ceremony being hosted by the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed. In attendance will be the Vice President of Nigeria, Yemi Osinbajo, as well as Nobel Prize laureate Wole Soyinka, who will take part in an interview led by South Korean editor Woo Suk Kenneth Choi. Folake Adesugba in Abuja for Arise News.